This is Central Global News with a summary of the most important issues of the week from all around the world. Many European countries are introducing new restrictions against the pandemic as the number of new cases is still on the rise. In 9 cities across France, the night curfew has come into effect from the 17th of October and is going to last at least for 4 weeks. In Spain, the government has imposed a state of emergency for Madrid and surrounding cities. Entering the concert area is allowed only for essential reasons, like working and going to school. In Catalonia, restaurants and bars must stay closed and can only provide a takeaway service from the 15th of October for 2 weeks. London and other areas in England also face new restrictions from Saturday, from which time households are banned from mixing indoors in pubs and restaurants. Travelers arriving to Germany from high-risk countries must be tested, and from the 30th of September they are also required to stay in isolation for 14 days. In Italy, it is now compulsory to wear face masks outdoors as well throughout the country. Parties are not allowed with the exception of weddings up to 30 people. Protests in Thailand are continuing, even after the government has banned a gathering of more than 4 people on Thursday. The student-led protest movement calls for the resignation of Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, who came into power after a coup in 2014. After a series of protests, an emergency decree was issued by the government in order to maintain peace and order. But despite the new regulations and several arrests of participants, protesters continue to gather on the streets of Bangkok. In the New Zealand general elections, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern's party achieved a landslide victory. The centre-left Labour Party has won more than 48% of the votes, which means they are likely to have 64 seats in the parliament. The opposing National Party is to take 35 seats only. Since the 1996 reform of the voting system, no party has earned an outright majority in New Zealand before. Ms. Ardern thanked the public for their support and promised to take on more climate-friendly and social policies. Thank you for listening. We will be back next week.